It's the last weekend of October, just to be very clear. So we might need to set precedents that we are super behind.
We come back up for first round, and at this point, I don't remember what happened. Welcome back to Windy Hollow Garage. So on today's episode, we want to flash way back to the end of October. We've been meaning to finish this video for a while, but unfortunately life has gotten in the way a little bit and we've been a little bit slow on the uploads. Anyway, at the end of October, on a whim, we decided to go to Mount Vernon. We decided, what the heck, let's go. So on 4:30 on the afternoon on Friday afternoon, we loaded up the Roadster, headed to Mount Vernon, unloaded the car. They started time runs as soon as we got the car out of the trailer. The weather was pretty terrible that day, to be honest. It was cold. It had rained off and on. It was just a little bit sketchy. The track was okay, but we hadn't seen that kind of weather yet this year. And so the first two runs, the car, we couldn't get it down the track, basically. So we came back for the third. We were going to make a third time run. They were calling us to the lanes for first round. I'd already paid to jump in the, what was it?
Gamblers race.
The high roller gamblers race or something like that. I'd already paid to jump in the high rollers gamblers race. They're calling us for first round, but I was like one of the last pairs. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and make my run. And so I made wholesale changes on the car. I think I've changed like 3 clicks on the shocks. I changed all kinds of stuff. And lo and behold, it went perfect right down the track. Perfect. So we had something. So it was a pretty, we didn't get to record as much as we wanted to, but it was pretty dramatic in the moment because we were like, oh my gosh, we can't even get down the track. We might as well just go back home. This is ridiculous. And then I just was like, you know what? You got to make your car work on whatever track. And so we did. And it went right down the track. And so at that point, just by getting down the track, we kind of felt like we had won for the day. We come back up for first round. And at this point, I don't remember what happened. Anyway, we'll let her run the rounds of the race on Friday night from here. But we did really well. And the car was just unbelievable once we made the changes on it. It went dead on almost every single lap. It was ridiculous. I hit the tree halfway decent a couple of times, and we just had one of the best nights, one of the best nights we've had all year. So Friday night worked out unbelievably. We ended up surprisingly, which doesn't happen very often in drag racing, but we had to make a couple of reruns. Fortunately, they worked out in our favor. We made good runs all the time. Like I don't know what was going on. The car was just unbelievable. I think I had 6 flat. No. Friday night, I think we had 610 on it most of the night. It was something like that.
Hook.
But the car just ran the number. Whatever number we put on it, it was going to run that number. So we go to Saturday. We wake up for Saturday. The weather is kind of iffy again. I think it was actually raining in the morning, and we were hoping that it was going to blow out. And thanks to Drew and the Pacemakers crew, they didn't give up. They dried the track, and they got us to race. And the track ended up coming around really good on Saturday. It was supposed to be a 3-day race. There was rain coming in for Saturday night for sure. And so they just combined everything into one big race on Saturday, which worked out pretty good for us. So Friday we had a headwind, it was a crazy headwind. It was like 15 mile an hour headwind, 10 to 15 mile an hour headwind off and on all night. And then Saturday it flipped and it was a 10 to 15 mile an hour tailwind. So you see the car go from like 610s to like 60s. And it wasn't because of anything other than the wind. I mean, the wind was just crazy. And it was, I don't know if you can see the flag blown in the videos, but the flag was just changing direction. So you really had to watch the wind. I think Drew decided to use whatever glue he had left in the barrel for the end of the year for that one race. And they prepped the heck out of the track on Saturday. The track was on point on Saturday. They finally got some rubber laid down Friday night, and Saturday the track was great. We had absolutely no issues.
But 2 or 3 guys broke their rear ends.
Yeah, the track was so good on Saturday that I don't know. Hopefully, she got them on video. But there were a couple wheel stands that were so big that the guys ended up smashing their oil pans and tearing up fronts of it was just, the track was phenomenal on Saturday. Yeah, once I got some rubber down the track and got it worked in. So Saturday, once we got rolling through the first couple rounds, we did pretty good, and then we took a break for trick or treat, and then we came back from trick or treat and just picked up where we left off on Friday, and the car was just ridiculous again. I was just letting go of the button and hanging on. I didn't really do anything great on the tree, but the car was just so good that, I mean, I didn't have to be great on the tree. The car was just stupid. And I guess the work that Larry Houck did at the end of last year to make it go down the track and make it better it just paid off. And the car was just unbelievable. And we rolled through the whole field on Saturday and even had some reruns on Saturday. Even made a really good run against John Whitmer, and I think the semis or quarterfinals. And yeah, we made a really good run. I think I was like 15 total against him.
Yeah, the tree didn't activate for the first pass, so we had to rerun him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, the timing system didn't activate.
Yeah.
The tree came down. I felt like I made a good run.
That's right.
And then we didn't get time slips, and the timing system didn't activate. And then we reran it, and I think I was like 15 total, which was pretty good for me. And then we came around and made good runs in the semis and finals. The car was just ridiculous. So we did end up having some reruns. One thing about pacemakers that you have to know is they don't use stage lock. They don't use stage lock. I don't know if that's a timing system, might not even have stage lock. So you can't stage super shallow. And I think they had some guys from out of town that were used to staging super shallow and flickering the bulbs. And you just can't do that at Mount Vernon. If you do that at Mount Vernon, it's gonna go red on you. And so I don't do that there. I kind of have to take an extra bump to hit the tree there anyway. Yeah, we made really good runs all night and found ourselves in the winner's circle again. So we ended the season with a double win, which I haven't had a double win since I was, I don't know, I've been like 10 years or so. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
So I was super excited about that, and that was the perfect way to put everything away. So hopefully you enjoy. I am so sorry it took us so long to post this video, but maybe it'll get you itching to get to the track for 2024. I know we're itching to get out there, and we thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you at the track very soon.